Was good, everybody? Let's go ahead and try this again. I was on about 10 minutes ago and YouTube's tripping. This app is acting out. So hopefully it's good. I had to restart my phone. So hopefully going forward, we'll have no more interruptions and we can get into discussing this algorithm and what's popping with it. All right. So let me start again from top. What's good, everybody? How you doing? My name is Nadine, aka Entice, and yeah, let's get right into what we're going to be discussing today, which is the YouTube, the Instagram algorithm. YouTube is tripping, and that's why it's on my mind. But we're not discussing YouTube. We're going to be discussing the Instagram algorithm. But before I step into that, I want to give a quick shout out to Pam Dorsey. Definitely go ahead and check out her business, My Purple Things. That's where I got these beautiful earrings from. And I love them. And she's really dope. So definitely go ahead and check her out. And as well, in regards to the algorithm, I had really thought that these things were rumors that I was hearing because I was hearing a little bit of, conversation about Instagram changing the algorithm. I know that Facebook did a big announcement that they were going to start focusing more on family and friend posts in their algorithm so that people would see more of those as opposed to business posts, which is what they're trying to do basically is pushing businesses to pay for ads so that way their posts will be seen that way. So I do know that when they announced that, I think it was like about a week or two ago, their stock price tumbled. A lot of people were like, sorry, Facebook, I'm not with it. I'm not feeling this vibe. And they took their money out. I believe it was like a $1 billion Facebook dropped like mad quick. So they moved into Instagram with an algorithm change as well. So I got to give a shout out to Be Empowered on Instagram. She's a really dope boss babe, and she is the one that shared this link with me and said, "Hey, just so you know, this algorithm thing is about to pop off." And I was reading through it, and I realized that the rumors I was hearing, they weren't rumors at all. So let's get into it. Let's discuss some of the things that are going to be changing and how it affects you and what you can do to prevent getting shadow banned because being shadow banned is not fun. And I personally have not experienced it yet, but I've heard that it's not fun at all. But if you haven't already noticed, your engagement on Instagram probably dropped quite a bit. Like especially like over the past few days, it's like it is dropping like crazy. So we're gonna talk about that. So if you're coming from my page, Entice the Brand, I did post a post, I believe that was yesterday, talking about some of the things that they're changing in regards to the algorithm and what you can do. So actually, let me go ahead and bring up that post that I posted yesterday, and we'll start there. We'll start from there, discussing what you guys can do. That way, if you didn't get that post, if you're joining me from another one of my pages, then you will be in the know. Okay, so first thing that I talked about was using 30 hashtags. So once upon a time, using 30 hashtags on Instagram was an obvious you should do it because you're allowed to use 30 hashtags. So why wouldn't you? It's just kind of like thinking if you had an opportunity to enter a contest and you had 30 chances to enter a contest, would you only enter that contest like 3 or 4 times? No, no. To increase your chances of winning, you would enter all 30 chances that you had. Well, apparently, Instagram is now calling that spam. So, what I'm recommending to people out there that use hashtag, I use a lot of hashtags. I wasn't at first when I first started using Instagram. I thought it looked crazy to have like all these hashtags, but it makes sense. In order for you to get your post found by the relevant audiences, then you need to use hashtags. But what I'm being told now is that the hashtags, you don't want to use too many. So what I recommend is to use about 15 hashtags or less. And you can kind of split it up. So if you're using like 30 hashtags before, then what I would do is split it and use 15 here and then 15 there. But then what this is also going to prompt you to do most likely is to find some new hashtags, because not only are they going to be looking at people that use the more than 30 hashtags, if you use the same hashtag consistently in every single post, they're going to consider you spam. So try to be a little bit more sparing with the hashtags that you used, and try to find different hashtags that are still relative to your target market or to the people that you're trying to see your post, the people that you want to see your posts. And then that way it will kind of keep you with a good steady trickle of likes and comments and things of that nature. So that is the first thing. Hashtag. You got to work on your hashtag strategy. Number 2 is putting hashtags in the comments. So that is something that I am so guilty of, because I just feel like it makes your caption look that much nicer. Like, why clutter my beautiful caption that's already 900 words long? Why am I going to clutter that with hashtags? Like, who does that? Well, Instagram thinks that if you put your hashtags in a comment instead of putting them in your caption, Instagram is going to consider you spam. So going forward, if that is something that you do, you're going to want to go ahead and stop doing that. So what another option to like still make your caption look relatively nice is to kind of space out your caption. I like to use little dots, like bullet points, and then put my hashtags below that. Then it still kind of looks decent, you know, from a aesthetic point of view. So that is my recommendation to you if you were someone like me who likes to put your hashtags in the comment section. All right. And another thing as well, let's touch on this in regards to putting your hashtags in the comments. If you do write out your captions, I would recommend that you guys write, like, especially if you're someone like me who writes really long captions, I would write it in a notebook or your notes app on your phone. Sorry, write it on your notes app on your phone, and then transfer it to your Instagram post. And the reason why I'm recommending that is because your caption, if you edit it, like, Instagram is frowning on people who edit right after they post. So if you post something and then you're reading, you're like, oh, there's a typo, I missed it, or oh, I used the wrong hashtag, or sometimes you just gotta let lying dogs lie, like leave it be, just let it go, let that typo be, let it rest, because apparently they will also be penalizing people who go in and edit their caption after it's already been posted. This algorithm, right, the more I think about it, the more I talk about it, I just shake my head. I'm like, really? Like, is it that serious? Like, is it really that serious to have to go in and make these changes? Like, how, like, and I get that, okay, Instagram is a very popular app. They're expected to reach over 1 billion users this year. So I get you want to maintain that retail space and make sure that spam isn't being used. But at the same time, it's like, do you have to be that drastic? Like, editing a caption can count you as spam? Like, how, like, but why? If y'all understand why, go ahead, drop a comment, let me know your perspective, your point of view, because for me, I'm low key confused. I don't okay. let's just move right along. Okay, next thing. And I think we have bots to thank for this. The bots that like to post randomly on people's pictures, like, hey, nice picture. And it's a video post, or you're so beautiful, but it's a quote post. Yeah, whoever thought of that idea? But anyways, these bots like to go and post their little two words here and their two words there and a little emoji. And it seems pretty human because I know for myself, sometimes I just say yes. You know what I mean? You see a post and it looks like, especially for me who's like highly into beauty and fashion, when I am looking on Instagram and I see a girl slaying, makeups did, hairs did, everything looks like good, and she's looking like a snack, I have to give props where props are due. I'm like, girl, where'd you get that outfit, girl? Yeah, yes. Sometimes I just have to put a heart emoji. I have to put my hands up, like, yo, bomb. And that's good enough for me. I feel like that's a perfectly normal human response to seeing something that looks bomb. But no, Instagram says if your comment is less than 4 words, then you're probably spam. Yeah. Instagram gets a major side eye for this one as well. Like, I know it's annoying, the bots that go and they post and like their comment has absolutely nothing to do with your photo that you posted or the quote that you posted. But now, to prove you're human, you got to be using more than 4 words, because if you're not using more than 4 words, then you're probably not human. Well, Instagram doesn't think you're a human, so you better beef up that vocabulary, okay? So that way you can say something more than 4 words and not be marked as spam and be shadow banned. Okay, guys? Thumbs up. Moving right along. So, another thing that I thought was kind of hilarious is that if you don't reply to a comment on your post within 60 minutes, you must be spam. Oh, yes. Because ain't nobody got nothing better to do in life than to sit on Instagram all damn day long. Yes. So if you have a job and you like to post on Instagram in the morning and wait till you get home in the evening to go through your likes and comments, might want to rethink that strategy, because apparently if you do that, Instagram feels that you're not a real person, because real people, they spend their whole entire day on Instagram because they ain't got no job and they ain't got no life, and Instagram is bae. Instagram is life. So yeah. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, guys. You got to be on it with those replies. So set a reminder to check your Instagram every hour to avoid being shadow banned. Okay? On to the next one. do, do, do. Oh, so here we go. So this is kind of in regards to the other one I said about not editing your caption. This particular post or article that I'm going to leave the link to in the description box. This article specifies do not edit your caption for 24 hours after posting. So after that 24-hour time frame, you can go ahead and edit. According to this post, you should be cool. But don't delete a post and repost it. So if you post something and you see this one doesn't sit well with me either, because Instagram been tripping lately, and I'm gonna give you guys an example. So I had a picture and it was a portrait style. No, it was a landscape style photo, and I like to post my pictures in square. I'm an old school Instagram user and I like my photos square. I did not want the landscape, okay? So I went in and I created my post and I saved it as a draft. Because that's what I like to do. Because I know there's all these other apps, and maybe I'll do a video in the near future about it. But there's all these amazing apps that you can use, like Planoly and Preview, that you can use to plan and schedule your Instagram posts. And it's really helpful. It's really convenient. A lot of people use it. A lot of people love it. I personally like making drafts. I create the image, I upload it, edit it, because I do a lot of my photo editing. I use the Instagram photo editor because I think it's good. And why use a different app when Instagram's right there? Like that's where the picture's going anyways. So I like to use the Instagram photo editing situation. So I do that, I upload, and then after I upload, I save it as a draft. That way when I'm ready to post it, I can just go in, click one button, and post it in like 2 seconds. Well, the last couple times I tried that, tell me why Instagram went and removed the editing of me positioning my photo as a square and posted it as a friggin' landscape. But that's not what I asked for. I had originally already set it to do what I wanted it to do. So why did you go in and muck up my stuff? And the thing about it too is that it doesn't show you that it's been adjusted. You know what I mean? So anyways, that had me heated. I was tight, not gonna lie, I was tight. And I deleted it and reposted it because I wanted it to look the way I wanted it to look. And it happened to me a couple times. The second times I was like, okay, yeah, forget it. I don't have the time right now to go in and redo this whole thing. Well, apparently what I did there, that's frowned upon because apparently that could label me as spam. Being a perfectionist in the eyes of Instagram equals spam account, spam user. So don't be perfect. Just get it done, okay? No perfection for Instagrammers anymore, okay? Oh boy. All right. And let me see what else we got here. That's pretty much it. Those are the major changes. Those are the major changes on there. Um, it does talk about how Instagram may be recognizing if people use pods or um, they're saying that that could possibly get you shadow banned. I'm not too sure about that one, if it would or not, to be honest. But yeah. And then it talks about some new features. And this new feature I'm personally not a fan of. And that feature is their Instagram is basically going to invade your timeline and they're going to start showing you stuff from people you don't follow. So maybe you don't like a certain celebrity. Well, if their feed has poppin' stuff that fits your interests, you may find that celebrity in your timeline. And I mean, I thought that that was the purpose of the explore page. Like, if I wanted to see other people's stuff other than the people that I follow, then I just go to the explore page. I mean, that makes sense, you know. I mean, I already get ads in my timeline, so now there's gonna be more random. I mean, that's it, it is what it is. That's apparently what I'm reading. And yeah, like I said, the the link to this article will be in the description if you guys are interested and you want to check it out and you want to find out what more information about what you can do to prevent yourself from getting shadow banned. And this is where I'm going to give my little 2 cents. And the big thing for me that I would recommend is to engage, be active on social media. That is the point of it being called social media, is to be social. So therefore, the only real way to get away from this thing here with these new algorithms that they're implementing and these new things in regards to hashtags and things like that, like how are people going to find your stuff? Well, social media strategy, ladies and gentlemen, you got to go ahead and you need to be the one seeking out your prospective clients. You need to be the one going on Instagram, going into those hashtags and looking for potential clients and interacting and engaging with them. That's what you all got to do. And it's time consuming. It is. It is. But basically, this new algorithm is showing you and teaching you that you got to work hard to get your things done. And if you don't have the time to do it, maybe look for a social media strategist to help you out, someone who manages social media accounts. There's a lot of people out there that will do social media management on your behalf. So it's something that you guys should definitely look into if you're like, girl, ain't nobody got time to go and be social on social media. So definitely look into that, but that's all I can really recommend. That's what I say to all the boss babes that I talk to, that I interact with. Be social. Being social is the only way. It is social media. You need to engage, like other people's stuff, comment on other people's stuff, go find your target market, go find your clientele. You can do it. There's a hashtag. There's many hashtags, and they may not post on one hashtag today, but they may post in it tomorrow because this new algorithm is crazy. And yeah, you just got to look for them. You got to do that. And that's pretty much the only way to beat the algorithm, is to go out, be social on social media. And like another point that I'd like to take from this particular post is the fact that your content, when you post something on Instagram, only 10% of the people that follow you see that. Okay? So think about that. If you have 100 followers, when you post, only 10 people are going to see that post. And if those 10 people engage with it and like the picture and comment on the picture, then Instagram will be like, oh, this is actually good information. Let's go ahead and show it to more of your followers. So what else that means is to go in and interact with your followers. Make sure that you are interacting with all of your followers if you want them to continue to see your stuff. That's it. It's easy peasy. I mean, it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple, because I know it's time consuming, because you already got to run your business. You already got to think about marketing and accounting and all that extra stuff. If you have products that you need to sell, sourcing of your products, if you create digital products or something like that, you need to have time to do the creation process. So this is more work. And at the end of the day, you'll see who's been working. We'll see who's been working at the end of the day, because with this algorithm, posting on social media and putting some hashtags, it's not enough anymore. It's not going to be enough. You need to actually start doing some work and getting yourself out there. All right, people. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful. Again, I'll drop this information in the comments, or sorry, not in the comments, in the description box. There we go. It's been forgetting all this YouTube terminology and stuff. Okay. And that's it. That is all. That's all for now, folks. I hope that was I can't talk, but I hope that was useful information. If you guys have any questions at all, definitely go ahead and drop them in the comment box below. Tomorrow I'll be at it again, another YouTube live video. What I'm gonna do tomorrow yet, I don't know, but hopefully I can do something entertaining. Something entertaining. I'll have to think about it. I don't even know. There's so much stuff I could do. This whole 30-day of YouTube live, it's new. It's an experience, and guess I just got to see where it takes me. And if you guys have any requests, definitely drop it below. You know what, actually, there's a few videos that I should have recorded previously that I haven't recorded. So throughout the course of this live, I may touch on some of those subjects. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. And yeah, mwah, peace.